Hello, Cody.
Hello.
How did you formulate your Progettazione in your practicum classroom?
Well, I spent a few days observing the students and getting a feel for their basic daily routine. And I noticed that they do a lot of artwork in their classroom, but they didn't really highlight professional artists. So I wanted to bring in an appreciation of art to their already daily activities. So I started looking at artists and reading research articles through like early childhood today literacy and places like that where I could get a research base of artists that spoke to children, and I came across Jackson Pollock, and so I brought the book into the classroom and I informally showed some of the students and they showed an interest in it. So I decided to form my Progettazione based upon their already daily work and then their seeming interest in the book that I had brought in.
So how does your formulation relate to your understanding of what you have read?
Well, from my understanding, the curriculum is seen as an emerging from teachers' observations of the ideas and interests of children, but it is also shaped by what teachers think will contribute to the children's growth. This is a low socioeconomic school, so I wanted to bring in some higher appreciation of art because I noticed that they did a lot of painting, but they weren't really looking at any famous masterpieces, so I wanted to give them a sense that they are artists and they can have, if some of them might have inclinations for this, you've got to remember these are 2-year-olds, so their future endeavors are not known to us, but I wanted to give them some basis and foundation for artistry, and that could be a career path that they could pursue, or it's something that they could pursue in their passive time as a hobby. So I wanted them to look at masterpieces and actually in depth and just dissect them so they could use that in their own work. And the one thing that I found about lines, and children can see lines and can describe them, and I wanted to give them a basis for not only appreciating art, but also for appreciating what they can do and their own feelings and how art can be brought to them and to express their own emotions.
So what adjustments should you make in your current Progettazione?
Well, I'm going to try something new for my second lesson. I'm going to try to bring music into this art appreciation unit. So this is completely branching out, and I'm hoping that I'm going to do a good thing because I noticed that when I was doing my first lesson, a lot of the children were moving around with their ribbons, so I wanted to bring in musical movement and creative movement, and we've just read a chapter in our creative arts book about creative movement, so I want to try to incorporate something new, something more, my observations, I want to take that further of what the kids seem to like to do. So,
good idea. How will you approach project work in your own classroom?
Well, ideally in my own classroom, the children will have large blocks of time to pursue my lessons. I'm only given a very short period of time. Actually, my teacher was kind of hesitant about how I could teach a lesson to 2-year-olds. She didn't exactly know what I meant when I came in there and talking about that I'm going to actually do an entire unit with them. She kind of arbitrarily picks a theme for every week and does arts and crafts based on whatever theme she has chosen. So I really tried to look at the students. So in my future classroom, I don't want to just arbitrarily assign work to them. I want it to be something that they seem to show an interest in. So ideally in my own classroom, I will use more of my observations like I've tried to do here to make lessons and projects that expand through farther parts of the curriculum, or more farther reaching than just a simple week spent on a topic, maybe 2-3 weeks, to give them more time to explore in depth, because in our Bambini book, it says that they, which we're talking about students, simply must have long, uninterrupted blocks of time to pursue their questions, to formulate and test their theories, to consider and reconsider their theories in light of conflicting or supporting data, to engage in dialogue, and to debate. So I want in my future classroom, I would like to give students the opportunity, the time, to really pursue a question and find an answer, and maybe find new questions from their new data, the data that they have collected. So.
It sounds like you've thought about this a lot, and I'm sure you're going to be very successful.
Thank you.